Hello, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back with another book review. I just recently read Saints and Other Powerful Men in the Church, and this is all the modern day men. It doesn't mention any of the women. Not to say that the women aren't important. Women are just as important. I'm sure there's a compilation of powerful women in the church, but I read Powerful Men because this is actually from a Catholic friend of mine. And I'm fascinated with saints. I always have been. My two personal saints are, of course, Anthony and Francis. And, of course, I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Padre Pio. A lot of people, I don't know why, a lot of people will compare me with Paul. And, yeah, my thorn, if I may be so bold to mention my thorn at the current time is having a terrible libido and having no means of actually relieving that, other than the obvious, which gets very old very fast. And yeah, it can be really, really annoying, but I have no one to share my life with. And I have no children at this point, but I think that will change in the near future. But that's why I don't like to be compared with Paul. I'm nothing like St. Paul, but I do understand the whole thorn in the side thing. Padre Pio is very interesting. I thought that Bosco was fascinating, as I didn't know anything about John Bosco. Colbert was interesting as well. Peregrine was also a fascinating character. The modern day saints are very compelling. Fulton Sheen, he was on Ed Sullivan. He was on Letterman as well, I think. But I think that it would have to be updated because I'm sure there are more saints that have not been canonized. Of course, to be a saint, and I've known this because I've read other books on sainthood itself, but to be a saint, you have to have at least one or two confirmed miracles. They have to have had witnesses. Then a conclave, literally a conclave of cardinals. I'm sure other ecumenical people get together and they come to a conclusion of were these verifiable. If they were verifiable, that doesn't automatically give you an automatic into sainthood. I'm sure, well, personal witness would be helpful, but it takes a matter of time for everybody to come to agreement or consensus whether this person was an actual saint or not. An instantaneous mark of sainthood is stigmata. And of course, Pio had it. I've got a friend who's got stigmata. I almost thought that I was getting stigmata. And it kind of weirded me out a little bit. I thought, yeah, I know there are a lot of St. Elizabeths, but I am not one. I'm not a candidate. I was just having a lot of pain in my hands and in my feet, and it was very disconcerting and a little bit worrying. But the book itself is quite rife with a lot of different stories and tales of these men and what they did for the church and how incredible they truly were. And these are just human beings that were, I guess, chosen of God. And so it's like myself when I thought I was going to be given stigmata, or hopefully I never do, because I still have pains on my hands, on my feet, but I haven't had any marks, thankfully. Not, at least not yet. I'll keep you updated on that. I mean, I haven't had any dreams about it. I actually had a dream before I read this book, and then it just made me a little bit anxious. So hopefully I don't get it, but people who get it don't live long, so I would much rather live a long and healthy life, one that is pleasing, and one where I get to help people, because I feel like I'm here, I'm a servant. I am an ENFJ. That is the role of the giver. And of course, yeah, that suits me. That is the perfect title for our personality type. Of course, I also follow under archetype of magician, which is very interesting because I went with alchemist too when I was first coming into YouTube. And the name really suited me, but the reason I dropped it was because I went onto Brother Carlos's live stream, and a lot of people are calling me out for it. It's like, alchemy's not a good thing. I'm like, why? Can't I be a Christian and an alchemist? I mean, I don't see the problem. I think Jesus himself was an alchemist. And that might sound a little bit controversial, but I mean, a lot of what these saints do is comparable to alchemy. In their own way, but maybe that's a very subversive statement and shouldn't be made, but I'm just saying what I think. So I think that's all I wanted to say about the book itself. It's a short book. It's very well written. It's absolutely tremendous in all the information it gives you. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. If you're interested in saints, and even if you're not Catholic, you can get a lot of really good, solid information from the book in and of itself. But that's all I have to say. Till next time. Live long and prosper. Ciao, Titty.